first question for you. One of the reasons your father was so successful in the region was his pledge to bring back manufacturing. What is his goal, his plan to bring it back even stronger than before?
Well, honestly, to keep doing that, to hold China accountable. You saw that he renegotiated, like, Joe Biden's failed NAFTA. We brought the USMCA, and Nancy Pelosi sat on that for 1 year, which really penalized American workers because she didn't want to give Donald Trump a win. That's sort of the difference between the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. You see that now. Donald Trump took on China. He got a trade deal done with them prior to COVID in January. He's the guy that knows how to do these things. He can get them done. You saw what he was able to do for ag, for all of the things across the border. That's what he's going to do. The guy that built the strongest economy America has ever known is the guy that can do it again. Not a guy that's been compromised by literally every foreign government imaginable at this point now. It's almost ridiculous. I mean, imagine for 1 second all the stuff was coming out about Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and the graft and the theft and the corruption. Imagine that was me. You think I'd get the same benefit from the media running cover for me, pretending it's not real, even though no one's denying that it's real? I mean, we don't have that benefit. It's why we have to do stuff like this. It's why we have to be on the ground speaking to the people so they can hear about his accomplishments and his results.
Some of our industrial plants and mines in the area have closed. What would you say to the voters in 2016 that voted for your father?
Listen, we got to bring those things back. The reality is this. Donald Trump created more jobs in America than Obama and Biden did times a factor of thousands, right? That doesn't mean that an individual plant isn't going to suffer. I mean, you can't do everything like that, but you can create a dynamic that allows for them to succeed. If you look at even unemployment today, in the middle of a global pandemic, is better than the Obama-Biden average. And that's with states like Michigan basically still out of the economy, California, New York, Pennsylvania, some of these left states where they just say, we'll shut down forever. We don't care if you lose your job, if you lose your business, if you lose your livelihood. We'll put you on a government program and you'll be a Democrat voter for life. So Donald Trump can do that. The fundamentals of this economy are still strong. We have to get our kids back into school, and we got to get back to work. And Donald Trump's the guy that can do that, not the guy that's been talking about it for half a century in Washington, D.C. with no accomplishment. And if you're not sure about that, ask yourself to name a single Joe Biden accomplishment. And if you can't, isn't that part of the problem?
Certainly. You're talking about the coronavirus pandemic. Prior to the pandemic, in our region, 3 area hospitals have closed. What is the Trump administration's healthcare plan?
You got to go through the administration. I mean, that's obviously thousands of pages of detail. But you've seen what my father has done as it relates for seniors, protecting pre-existing conditions. Joe Biden spent his career trying to cut Social Security. No one will talk about in the mainstream media because their job in their minds is to be the marketing campaign of the Democrat Party. Donald Trump also worked on cutting prescription drug prices so that we pay the same as what people in Europe. I mean, the same drug manufactured in America, sold in Europe, was 10 cents on the dollar to what we were paying in America. He said no more. So that's why the drug companies attack him, because he gave Americans that sort of favored nation status so they could pay for drugs at a fraction of what they used to pay. Donald Trump's the guy attacking those things. He's taking on those problems. Again, if Joe Biden would have fixed any of these things, why did he wait half a century? Why didn't he deal with it when he was vice president or when he was in the Senate for 38 years? Because he has no answers. He just creates the problem. He likes to talk about them, and then he'll do nothing, like all of the other promises he's made.
We have time for one more question.
Absolutely. Final question for you. Coronavirus cases in Ohio have been surging the last week. Today, Governor DeWine asking Ohioans to do everything they can to help keep themselves safe and keep each other safe. We see out there not a lot of mask wearing. We see those chairs really close together. How do you reconcile this?
Listen, I think you can. We give PPE to people if they want to wear it. I think you've seen the way that the blue states have locked down, and guess what? It didn't change anything as it related to transmissions. The blue states are actually, generally speaking, worse than the red states, but they destroyed their economies in the process. I will go wash my hands very quickly after meeting with people. I will use reasonable hygiene. I'm not that susceptible, right? I don't have pre-existing conditions. I'm young. I'm in decent shape. It's a little bit different. Some people need to take it more seriously, but we can be responsible. We can use extra precaution without destroying our lives, without destroying our livelihoods, our jobs, our businesses, without having our kids go to school. I mean, what was the number? It was like children, 0.00003%. It was something insane like that. Like, we could get our kids back into school so that mothers can then go back to work. I mean, we can be responsible and use precaution without destroying our lives. And that's the difference between the Trump response and the Biden response, which is just shut everything down forever. It doesn't matter.